Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Cam from Tweeking Media, and I am joined today with my co-host Trail Sav. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's poppin'?
Yeah, and we are back with a special episode. This is not a part of our usual cadence of attack on culture content. This is a special episode because there's a lot of things happening this week as far as gaming. We have the Summer Games Fest dropping, and so for this, we wanted to give our thoughts and predictions on possible things that we could see this year in gaming. So if you are excited for that, before we get into that though, a couple things to note that we how do I word this? It's a lot of things going on in the game this week. So we have the Summer Games Fest. Tomorrow we have Nintendo's official release of the Nintendo Switch 2. Shout out to that TikTok comment that said we are broke. I will be thinking of you when I go and pick it up tomorrow at release date with my copy of Mario Kart World. So appreciate you for the love and support that you've shown us by saying we're broke. And, you know, while you don't have the Nintendo Switch 2, I will, and I'll play it, and I'll let you know on our next episode of Attack on Culture how that's going. Also, like just this week alone is crazy. If you're for nerd culture stuff, this week is just absolutely insane because we also have, if you are a movie buff like myself, and especially you see the poster in the back. I will show you. I have the Blu-ray disc of all 4 chapters of John Wick. Ballerina is dropping, which is a part of the John Wick cinematic universe, I guess they're calling it now. So I am very excited for that. That drops Friday. And then also in the gacha space, you can't see it, but it's in my screen in the background. Triple Z's first year anniversary is dropping this Friday. So it's crazy. On top of that, we have everything happening in the Summer Games Fest. So before we get into our thoughts about what we are going to be discussing for this podcast episode, be sure to show this video some love, guys. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, click on that bell icon to stay notified of all future posts that we drop on this channel. We have a sports podcast. We have game reviews, gotcha content. We got a lot of stuff for y'all to engage with. So lock in with us and share this video across all your fellow nerds. Help us get to 1K subs. That's our goal for this year. We are literally, I think we're 1 sub away from 800 subs. So, you know, keep showing us some love, guys. Keep showing us support, and we will continue to get out this quality content for you all. So just a couple things as far as the overall schedule for this week, in case you are living under a rock and you don't know. So at the time of this recording, it is Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, June 4th, we have Sony's State of Play that is going to be dropping at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hate that they never put Central Standard Time for some reason, but if you are in Central Standard Time like us, that is 4 p.m. And so this seems to be more of a third-party showcase, it seems, based off of the description. So I wouldn't expect to see anything as far as like the big heavy hitters. I'm assuming, and we'll save this for later, that they are saving that for the Summer Games Fest. And speaking of, that will be Friday, June 6th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that'll be on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure your favorite content creators will be live streaming it too. So you can probably tune in to see their reactions to stuff. Also followed up by that will be the Day of Devs, which I think is another good, cool showcase as far as some indie developers, since indie games have been killing it lately. So if you are interested, I'm probably going to tune into this because there's probably going to be some bangers that they drop for this particular showcase. And then we have Saturday. There's a lot of stuff you can probably look this up on your own. I'm not really going to be paying too much attention to what's going on Saturday, but Sunday we have the Xbox Game Showcase, which is at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then also followed by that is the PC Gaming Show at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So those are some of the things that I'm looking out for. And I think that a lot of people will be tuning into those particular segments. There's a lot of other stuff going on, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
Sunday.
You said what?
I'm so mad about Sunday, bro. My brother graduate on Sunday.
Yeah, no, because I think same thing. I got my godbrother's graduation stuff is all happening this weekend too. So
who graduates on a Sunday, dog? People got stuff to do. I'm so confused, man. So I know we're gonna be out all day, but who graduates on a Sunday?
Yeah, it's crazy. We got prom Thursday, graduation Friday, and then like the graduation party on Saturday. I'm just like,
wait, how do that even work?
I don't know.
You expect them kids to come back not hungover on graduation day?
We old, bro. These young people doing it different nowadays.
Nah, man, I ain't got it in me. I ain't got it in me. Back in my day,
I'm saying we
the week before.
I was saying prom was like way before graduation, but now these kids doing it different nowadays. But yeah, those are just some of the things that are happening. So let's move on to what our predictions are. So I'm going to ask Daytrell some questions, think what he's thinking, and then I'll give my reactions as far as what I'm thinking, and we'll just move on from there. So first things first, Daytrell, what do you think is going to be a for sure lock? What do you think for sure is going to be shown at the Summer Games Fest?
I think for a for sure lock is going to be shown. I'm gonna go the easy route. I believe we are going to get Ghost of Yotai complete gameplay. Just all the gameplay of the game. I think we're going to see everything the game has to offer in terms of mechanics and stuff like that. So it's going to be a full-fledged, not no cinematic trailer of just her riding a horse. It's going to be actual gameplay, them using a sword and stuff like that, and things of that nature. And then after that, PlayStation released the price point with the if it's going to be $80 or $70.
$70 for yeah. I feel that. I'm going to say, for me, I think a for sure lock, and I'm thinking more so, I think Xbox. I'm gonna say from Xbox. I think that we could potentially see something in regards to like a first part, like I want to say, because they're having their Outer Worlds 2 direct, right?
Yeah.
And I think that because at this point, I really think that Xbox is going to start locking in on first party games. I think we could see something with Fable.
Ooh.
I think that's a for sure lock. I think we're going to see something with Fable.
I like Fable. I know they delayed it a little bit, but I never got to experience the Fable train when I was a poor little kid. I want to try that game out, bro. I want them to do an HD remake of them games, but it is what it is. Before you go there, I ask you that question later. I ask you a question later. But
okay. All right. So yeah, let us know your thoughts, guys. What do you think is going to be a for sure, guaranteed? Pick whatever studio you want. What do you think is going to be a surefire? We're going to see this in the Summer Games Fest. Let us know your thoughts in the comments if you're on YouTube, and also on TikTok or wherever you're listening to. Let us know. Next, what do you want to see from certain studios?
So yeah, from certain studios, I want to see one to pull their britches up since GTA 5 is not releasing, and I want to see release dates now. That's off the bat. I want to see release dates. But
what studio and game specifically do you want to see that from?
I want to specifically, to be honest, Insomniac. That's the one I want to see.
With Wolverine specifically.
Yeah. I want to see them at least give us a little bit of gameplay, but if you have to delay it, which is perfectly fine. We understand what you went through as a company, which was for a lot of people who complain about we not getting on Wolverine. That was not a regular, we show you gameplay type leak. That was a lot of stuff got leaked with that leak. It wasn't just a regular leak. A lot of personal information about people in that studio and stuff like that was leaked. So I understand if they have to delay the game, but I would love to see them show us way more than just Wolverine and his claws on that table, and a release date for that. Also, Sega is there, and by proxy, Atlas is with Sega. I also want Atlas to pull up them britches and just start off with a little do 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 bam bam, and then it goes to black, and it say 2026, and I'm good.
At this point, because I was gonna say that was mine. My studio is y'all know me. I'm a JRPG nut job. Atlas, just tell us Persona 4 Remake is coming out. At this point, there've been three voice actors that have literally said we are not retaining our. The funny thing is that someone noted that it's actually in the order in which you recruit your party members. So Yuri, who is Yosuke's voice actor, he said that he's not getting his voice actor role. Then Chie's voice actor said she's not reprising her role, and then Yukiko's voice actress said that she's not reprising her role in the Persona 4 remake. At this point, Atlas, we all know it's coming. Like, just say it's coming out late 2025, early 2026, so we can just get it out the way. Also, speaking of Sega, that's also RGG Studios, which is Yakuza. I am expecting to see more information on Project Sentry, which was like I think it was like the Yakuza type game that they had teased, I think, last year. I want to see more of that for sure. Anytime, like I have not played a lot of Pirate Yakuza, unfortunately, but I still always look forward to their releases, and I think this is going to be their big major release as far as like Yakuza type projects, unless they also want to tease was it like a Dragon 10 or something? No, 9, which I don't think they do. I don't think they would do that.
I want to give you one more from me. Switch is there by proxy, like we've been saying that means Nintendo and Game Freak is gonna be there. We're gonna have to see legit Legends Z. You already got leaked. You got leaked too. So we're gonna have to see legit Pokemon Legends Z gameplay. Because they already showing the difference between Scarlet. I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you if it's Cap. So if you get a chance, look up the gameplay that they show the difference from the Switch and Switch 2. I want to see if you see what I see, bro. But I want to see, because if you talking about your hardware is powerful, this Pokemon game should not look like it was on the 3DS. The next one that drop should not look like it's on the 3DS.
Yep. I definitely agree. I'll also expect, because I know Capcom is going to be there. A lot of people are predicting for like the Street Fighter side that they're going to showcase their Season 3 Fighter Pass. So the next batch of DLC characters are going to drop. I'm also expecting some Resident Evil news, either Resident Evil 9 or 5 remake. I'm leaning more towards 5 remake, because that would be a banger, especially because they can make it a co-op game. A lot of people, 5 alongside like 4 is like really beloved by the franchise, or by the people who the community. So I would love to see that. Baby girl Sheva, I think that's how you pronounce her name, the wife who gets introduced in that game. So I need to see that. I would like to see that from Capcom. Also Okami 2, because
they did tease that.
I want to see something on Okami 2. Now I'll save this for the last question. I'll say that for the last question. But I do want to see some news about Okami 2 for sure. But yeah, those are some of the things I'm expecting, and also what Detroit's expecting. Again, let us know what you guys, as far as name the studio, and then also let us know what title are you expecting to see from that studio. And even if you don't have a specific studio or game title, what are your overall expectations from most of the game? Because there is a picture that is showcasing all of the game studios that are going to be a part of the Summer Games Fest. So what are you expecting from all of them to bring to the table? Trailers, release dates, no CGI stuff. Like, we want to know what your thoughts are. And so next, now I think this is going to be the very interesting question. I think this is the one we might have more time spent on. So what is your shot in the dark? Basically your dark horse. You're not expecting this at all, but there's this hopium part of you that wants to see it drop. What is that for you, Daytrail?
So there's a lot. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say something that there's a chance, as Jim Carrey will say in the Dumb and Dumber movie. A Fallout 3 remake announcement. I think Xbox, they saw the Oblivion and how good the Oblivion did. I think they say around when the new Fallout season drop, they're gonna drop the game to go with it. You got me. That's all I gotta say. You got me. I'm gonna go with that. Another shot in the dark. I'm sorry, I just caught something in my eye. Another shot in the dark. We will get the next installment in the God of War series. That is another complete shot in the dark. But we will get. I'm expecting so much from Sony because they have had thinkers for state of plays, and I'm Mr. Low Expectations. So if you don't meet my expectations, I feel sorry for you.
Especially in a year where they led off with saying like we're not going to be dropping a lot of like first party exclusive titles on our game, which don't know why you would announce that.
They also got a butt kick and realized they fan base don't like what's this called live service video games.
Right.
They got absolutely stumped and realized that. And another live service video game that's coming out in Marathon, most likely, and I don't want it to. I don't like for stuff to fail, but Marathon most likely is going.
It's looking like a DOA.
Yeah, it's looking like it's because it's another extraction shooter that's dropping that everybody say is really, really good, and that might shadow drop at the Game Awards. Is it Arc Raiders or something like that?
Yeah, Arc Raiders.
Arc something. Yeah, though everybody's saying that game is dang near perfect when they tried the alpha. And they said people was wanting the alpha, like the alpha bit to drop now. They were saying they'll play it how it is now. So, hey, Sony better wake the heck up. Yep. Another shot in the dark. I'm pretty sure you're gonna say it. If you don't say it, I'm gonna say it. I mean, I'm gonna say it before you end it. I will also say this. Another shot in the dark that completely won't happen. But Ubisoft need a W. We get a real Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole sequel. So not that
that freaking snowball 3D game.
Not that snowball game, but a real Stick of Truth, Fractured Butthole sequel, and that will feed families. Them games, you know, people talk about games and stuff like that. Can't no game be perfect. If you judge that by a licensed video game from a TV show, that is probably the best licensed video game from a TV show, especially if you take the Simpsons home run series, hit and run.
Hit and run. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm trying to see if I get another shot in the dark. We will get intergalactic gameplay at the Game Awards. That's, if y'all don't know, that's Naughty Dog's new game that's dropping.
Yeah. The one that everybody was mad because it was a bald female.
It's really got a bald head. You're gonna see a lot of bald head women in your life. I will not get mad when I see one or have to play with one, knowing dang well there's gonna be hair options in a freaking video game.
Yeah, most likely.
That's I got another one, but I'm hoping you said it. But I got another one. I hope you said it. So you go.
All right. So I think for me, I'm gonna go back to Atlas. I'm really paying attention to you, Atlas. My shot in the dark is two things. I'm thinking Persona 6 teaser or Shin Megami Tensei 6 teaser. Those are my two things that it probably won't happen because, again, a lot of people pretty much confirmed we're getting Persona 4 Remake. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be their focus point. However, if you recall back like 2 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, when they did the Xbox Game Showcase and Atlas announced like 3 projects. Because they had announced the Persona 3, 4, and I believe 5, or Persona 3 and 4 remaster, and the ports coming over to console. Also, Persona 5 Royale coming onto Xbox, and they also announced Persona 5 Tactica. And then Intern Kun leaked that we were getting Persona 3 Reload as well. So like they dropped a lot of projects. Like they pretty much announced a lot of projects. All right, we're back. I'm gonna have to edit that part out. But
hey, put the look it up. Put the Simpsons technical difficulties thing right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm expecting, because like they can announce several projects at once. I'm also expecting they probably would do something in regards to Persona 5, the Phantom, which is dropping later on this month as well on the 26th. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. My next dark horse, so I'm gonna actually go back to Ubisoft, because like you said before, I think Ubisoft desperately, they need a win, they need a W. And so I'm thinking that for my dark horse for Ubisoft is that they revive franchises that a lot of people have been wanting. And the biggest one I think would be Splinter Cell. And so I don't know if it would be a remake or a continuation, but they did confirm that Ubisoft is going to be like a part of the PC gaming showcase on Sunday. So like, and I know that like Rainbow Six Siege, so I'm pretty sure they're probably going to talk about Rainbow Six Siege because I think it's in its 10th anniversary this year. So they'll probably say something about that. But I'm also expecting them to, I think at this point, Ubisoft just kind of needs to cater to the nostalgic aspect of a lot of their franchise. I mean, they have so many, like Rayman, Splinter Cell, like they have so much like franchise that they can drop, that they can pick up and just like release. And I feel like a lot of people would be like, yes, Ubisoft, we want that. Kind of similar to like what Konami is doing with Metal Gear, completely remaking the Metal Gear Solid game. I think that Ubisoft could kind of take notes for that, for a lot of the franchises that they kind of seemingly abandoned. And then speaking of nostalgic titles of the days long gone, Sony. So we mentioned God of War. So if it's, again, I'm kind of on the wave with Daytrail with God of War remake, like a God of War next sequel, or I think a God of War remake from the classic trilogy. That's my dark horse, is that they'll announce God of War 1 remake. My dark horse is that we get a revival or continuation of IPs that they have. My biggest one, and I know this won't happen, but I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about the Sony State of Play and also the Summer Games Fest. Sly Cooper.
Ooh. Oh no, man.
I know it's a big shot in the dark. I know it is a shot in the dark. But dude, like you guys left this franchise on a crazy note, bruh. Because for those who don't know, we got Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which was the 4th one like years ago. And the way that game ends is like Sly Cooper is seemingly dead, and I think his wife or fiance, I don't know if they were married, I think Carmilla Fox or whatever, basically sets off on like a journey to go find him or rescue him from like whatever time period he was stuck in or that he got put into. And that's how the series has ended. So I would love to see a continuation of that. I wouldn't want a Sly Cooper remake. I would want a Sly Cooper 5, Jack and Dexter, Ratchet and Clank. I feel like one of those like Spiral, like one of the classic IPs that Sony has, we could potentially get something from them. That's one of my dark horses is that. And then I think I'll end it off with Nintendo. What my shots on dark for Nintendo are, I would expect to see a Mario. So it's been a while. The last we've gotten a lot of Mario games. we have not gotten a Mario. I call them like the Star Collector games, like the 3D platforming adventure Mario games since 2017 Super Mario Odyssey, that which was pretty much a Switch launch title, basically. So I would expect to see Nintendo drop an announcement or a teaser for an upcoming Mario game, because it's been so long since we've gotten one. And also, this is probably going to be my ultimate shot in the dark. Next Smash Brothers game.
Now, to tell you the truth, that Mario joint might be a lot, because
it might.
You can't sell that joint out just off Mario Party for the Mario Kart. Yeah.
They also have the Donkey Kong game coming out, which I'm going. I think that's pretty much yeah, and that game is basically taking the slot of what Mario Odyssey was when the Switch 1 came out.
I think that's going to be. I think personally that Donkey Kong game. If we don't get a Mario, we don't get a Zelda game, which I doubt. I think that Donkey Kong game is going to be the Switch 2 highest rated game until we get a Mario. Yeah. I think that Donkey Kong game is going to get like a 92, 93 on Metacritic or something like that. Yep. It looks crazy good. It has such a reminiscence, the way the destruction is in that game. It has so much of that Astrobot feel to it, where it's just number fun. You ain't gotta think too hard. You ain't gotta. So I think that Donkey Kong game gonna be real good for them.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, those are my dark horse predictions. What would you say you was like? Did I touch on which one? Which one was it? 6. Persona 6.
I didn't think you was gonna say it. I don't know why I didn't think you was gonna say it. Okay. But it was Persona 6. That's a dark horse for real.
Oh, that's for sure.
That's for sure. I don't know what they do. Oh, let me ask you this: wouldn't it be cool though if the Persona 6 drop on the PS6? That's just fire. We're gonna wait a long time. That's 2028.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking, because depending on, because Persona 3 Reload did numbers crazy, like Persona 3 Reload, Metaphor. So those games pretty much told Atlas like, hey, they want new IPs. They also want remakes of old games. Persona 4 Remake is pretty much locked in, confirmed. I mean, that's like a no duh.
We'd be surprised if it didn't get teased.
I would be that. Yeah, that the dark horse prediction is Persona 4 Remake does not get teased. Yeah. That is because at this point they have to. I mean, it's just the voice actors coming out. There was the website that they had, the website domain that they claimed, and then also like the patterns matching up very much like when Persona 3 Reload got. It's like so much things leading up to it getting announced. So I think that like they're kind of gonna ride the wave of like because they're also remastering like very old titles as well, because we also have the upcoming Shin Megami Tensei Raito game that's coming out. So they have that. So remasters of old classic titles. Then we have remakes of Persona games, maybe new IPs that they have under the lock, and then also Shin Megami Tensei as well that they could just drop. Like they could literally just drop Shin Megami Tensei 6 as like the last major IP game for like the PS5, and then from then on they tease Persona 6 is coming out for PlayStation 6. Because I don't think at this point, I really don't think we're getting that, John. They have not. they have not. We haven't gotten anything at all. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. My last dark horse is not only a trailer, but a release year. Because I'm not expecting a release date. Release year for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Hey, I would have waited that for the knock your socks off section. Knock
my socks off section.
Yeah, like the.
Well, because the thing is that it wouldn't necessarily surprise me, because I know the game is coming out, but it's just more so at this point I just need a release year. That's it. I just need you to tell me when the hell this game is coming out. But speaking of that, that's a good point to move on to. So our last, again, as always, let us know your thoughts as far as like what would you want to see that you think is not going to, very rare chance that it will happen? We want to know your thoughts in the comment sections below. Now, moving on to our last talking point. So we have, like Detroit had mentioned, what will surprise you? As in, like, you didn't expect this at all, but it showed up and you're like, okay, I didn't expect this, but I'm locking in. Yeah. What's your surprise?
So for me, I got a couple, but I ain't gonna try to say them all. Recently, I've been trying to platinum the Uncharted series on my free time when I'm doing things. If they give us either another part in the Uncharted series, so Naughty Dog can build up good faith with that crowd of the internet, or they give us a Drake's Fortune remake, not just a remaster, but remake 1, 2, and 3 for these gen systems. To be honest with you, I challenge you. I know you're not gonna do it, but I'm still gonna say it. I challenge you. Play Uncharted 1 and realize how stupid that game is. I can't. Shout out to Naughty Dog. Another one. Recently, I forget NetherRealm said they're done with Mortal Kombat. I will be extremely shocked.
Injustice 3.
I would be extremely. I was like, I don't like fighting games. I'm intrigued if we get some Injustice 3.
Yeah.
Another one, and I'm going to like from rares to something else. Another one is, I hate that they did it already, because my other one was, when I was thinking about this stuff, my other one's going to be Witcher 4 gameplay. So I can't say
we already
that
got
anymore.
that, yeah.
We got a tech demo, so I can't say that anymore. Another one, and I'll be completely locked. Now they are dropping 1 and 2. They're dropping the 1 and 2 remasters sometime this year. I can't forget the date. But if we get that goddamn Dragon Quest trailer that we were owed ages ago. Ages ago.
I don't even remember when they freaking teased 12, bro. I can't remember when they teased 12.
The same time around 16 of Final Fantasy.
I have to look it up, man.
Bro, like but that Dragon Age 12 drop, best believe I'm gonna look dead in y'all face. I'm locking in. And last,
don't expect any Hunter chapters when that comes out. So it was Dragon Quest 12 was first mentioned June 2019.
Oh yeah, you got
the official reveal of the game happened in May 2021.
You got to show us now. And lastly, at the Xbox showcase, they're gonna pan over the horizon of a mountain area and give us Elder Scrolls 6 again. and
still working on it.
Dot. We're still working on it. I think with the Oblivion remake, they understood that people want that game.
Yeah.
So, that's if they show anything Elder Scrolls 6 worthy, I'm gonna be like, I'm locking in. Also, last but not least, and this is just a little jokey joke. After Gears of War, at the PlayStation Showcase, if my nigga John Master Chief is anyone in that PlayStation Showcase, bro, I am going to cry.
That will be. It will low key. I'm using this word lightly, just to get the engagement. It will be a historic moment in gaming.
Oh,
If you see Master Chief, look at the PlayStation console and just say, "It's time."
Oh my god! And
then they play the.
Oh god! Yo, that will break, bro. That will break the internet, bro.
Yeah.
Because Gears of War stumbled it. Niggas was like, okay, Xbox trying to sell these games, but the Master Chief Collection on PlayStation.
The premier Xbox first-party IP going to PlayStation.
If I'm PlayStation, I'm like, I can at least give y'all God of War. I can at least give y'all.
I give you Last of Us.
No. I'll let y'all play Horizon, bro.
Yeah, I give you Horizon. I give you Horizon. I give you Horizon. You get that.
Right, we get y'all 1 or 2 special pack, man. Not both of them. Put it on Game Pass if you want to, bro.
Right. So for me, my biggest this is not dark horse. My biggest surprise, if I see this, I am flipping chairs. Square Enix, because there have been some whisperings in the wind of a Final Fantasy IX remake. If they show that, I've said this many times on this podcast, Final Fantasy IX is my absolute no contest. Literally, no Final Fantasy has ever come close to it at all. I love 15, love 16. 7 Remake and 7 Rebirth are awesome. No Final Fantasy has ever come close to how much I love and still enjoy Final Fantasy IX. So if they announce a Final Fantasy IX remake, now it's been whisperings in the wind that it's not going to be in the vein of like Final Fantasy VII, which I'm not expecting it to be because that would be a long ass project. But if we do
split that game up between 17,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They pretty much confirmed it will not be. I'm expecting it to be like more so in the lines of like some of the Legend of Mana remakes. If people are familiar with that other series from Square Enix, I'm expecting it to be kind of similar to that. But if they do any major like a next like Final Fantasy VII remake type game, it will be 10. Like hands down, I think it would be 10 for sure.
Oh yeah, because he ain't got what is it, X1 and 2 or something? I mean, like
not even that. It's just because 10 is already a linear game, so like remaking that would be like way easier. It's one of the more popular modern PlayStation 2 era Final Fantasy games, and also it's extremely linear. So like they wouldn't have to go wonder about like integrating world map stuff and things like that, like Final Fantasy VII did. But yeah, I'm expecting Final Fantasy IX remake. On the note of CD Projekt Red, I would be shocked if they gave us Cyberpunk 2, because I think it's whisperings in the winds that that CD Projekt Red has confirmed that they're starting to develop Cyberpunk 2. But I would be shocked if they literally just like outright just show, not like it's necessarily a tech demo, but like they did do it before. But if they just outright just go like gameplay, like they just show, I don't know, because I don't know what it would be about. Like if it would be I'm pretty sure it'd be like a brand new character, because I don't know if they want to like canonize what happened to V for real.
Check it. I got you. All they gotta do is have gunshots, a wall, just a city wall. Gunshots, bullet holes happening, blood splatter, but it keeps zooming in, and then there's a samurai poster. You just rip it off, and then it just say coming soon, bro. And then that's
fire. That's fire.
Rumors has it, bro. It might take place in a Cyberpunk Chicago. That's like a legit rumor, is that it might take place in Chicago, a Cyberpunk Chicago. So I don't know if it's a sequel, or it could definitely be a prequel to, because that V stuff was kind of almost scorched earthy in Night City. So you probably can't go back there. Night City would never be the same after what happened to Arasaka Towers twice. So
yeah, I see that. Yeah, and then my last surprise. This one is like a super like, I don't know if it's niche, but this is something that I've been looking forward to since I played it on my Xbox. Detroit might know what I'm talking about, but this game was on sale on Xbox for like $5. Now, one of my favorite titles that I occasionally go back to play is the Telltale Walking Dead series. Love that series. Love it. Now, there's another game series that Telltale had did called The Wolf Among Us. And I absolutely loved that game. It is freaking phenomenal. It is absolutely, if you have not had the chance to play it, and you are someone who enjoys Telltale games, do yourself a favor, get that game and play it. Now, once I finished that game, I was like, man, this is so good. And they teased a sequel at the end, and I looked it up and I was like, oh, they're working on a Wolf Among Us 2. But it's been pretty much radio silence for like a lot of years. But recently there have been whispers in the wind that potentially we could see Wolf Among Us 2 at the Game Fest. So if I see that, we going crazy. We are going crazy. So those are my three, like, if I see those, but like, cause I really want that game to come out so bad. The only crappy part about it is that, like, now that I'm in the crowd, I'm gonna have to wait for like episode releases, because that's how they like to do things, which is gonna suck.
That sucks so much. That's gonna
suck, because we're gonna get it by episode. But at the same time, I want the game to come out. So those are my surprise hitters. Let us know what you guys, what is going to, as Daytrail said, knock your socks off in the comment section below. Like, what studio game, even if it's not, maybe it's a, I don't know, like the PC game showcase, freaking you nerds who like to assemble PCs, maybe it's a particular part you're looking out for that if they announce it, you're like, yeah, let's go for it.
I'm shocked at us, bro. We missed a couple joints for all of this.
What's up?
I'm surprised you ain't say no. I'm surprised you ain't say no Fire Emblem games, because we getting a Switch too. You don't think we ain't getting nothing?
No.
I'm surprised we ain't talk about the nigga who made Stardew Valley. I'm surprised we didn't talk about the chocolate.
Oh, Haunted Chocolatier. I'm expecting that for the PC, or not the PC, the Day of Devs.
Bro, I'm surprised.
I'm expecting that for Day of Devs for sure. Because I think, like, man, it's been a while. I mean, like, he's also been working on like Stardew Valley stuff as well.
Yeah, he's still updating that game. I'm glad they never got that game no more.
And then and then so like I'm expecting he might tease something, he might not. But yeah, I'm not expecting Fire Emblem.
One last thing. You think Nintendo gonna show anything Xenoblade?
No.
Nothing Xenoblade either?
I highly doubt that too. I just don't expect that, because we just got Xenoblade Chronicles X. So that
I heard that game got a crazy skill curve. I'm sorry. I heard that game got an insane skill curve, bro.
No, it is, because the thing is that, like, most people who are playing that game are either A, new to the franchise, so this is their first Xenoblade Chronicles game that they are playing, or B, they're playing it after 3. Because again, Xenoblade Chronicles X came out for the Wii U, and for the two people that bought the Wii U that played that game, you guys knew how good that game was. But most people who had a Wii did not convert to a Wii U. So a lot of people who are Xenoblade Chronicles, myself included, I never played Xenoblade Chronicles X. I played 1, 2, and 3, and so it basically takes a lot of elements from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, because technically it came out after Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and then it was 2, then 3. So a lot of the gameplay elements are from 1. And I mean, if you played the definitive version before you played X, you'll be like, okay, cool. But like, if you are because 3's combat and X's combat are completely different. Like the timing, doing certain skills, there's a huge, massive customization for like that game.
Somebody, I was watching the video, they're saying, bro, you gotta get a pilot license before you drive a mech, bro. I'm down.
Yeah, like there is so much crap in that game. Like it is pretty much like an offline MMO. Well, because there are online capabilities, but nobody's playing online. But it's pretty much an offline MMO Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles game. So I think that their Monolith Software is banking on that game holding people's attention for a while they work on Xenoblade Chronicles, because they confirmed that they are still going to be making Xenoblade Chronicles games. But I think that X is what they're like, hey, you take this and calm down, basically. And the reason I'm saying no Fire Emblem is just because they have so much coming out as far as like first party titles like Metroid and Donkey Kong, and I'm going to assume Mario stuff, that they're probably going to save a lot of like the maybe for like the Game Awards, like dropping like again like Smash Brothers, the next Zelda game, teasing the next Zelda game, and then also with Fire Emblem as well. So I think that
we all tweaking. We tweaking, bro. You definitely know we getting them squid joints in there, bro. What's that stuff called?
Splatoon 4? Yeah, you guys are getting we're getting Splatoon. We're getting Splatoon 4. No doubt about that. I still have no idea how they were like, yeah, 3 freaking Splatoon, like 3 games for that series when it's supposed to be like a base Call of Duty for Nintendo's Call of Duty basically. But yeah, they were definitely gonna get a Switch. Definitely gonna get a Splatoon 4. I don't know if it's gonna be called Splatoon 4, but definitely y'all go that.
Splatoon or re-inked, something like that.
Yeah, there you are for sure. You are for sure getting that. Because I think they recently just teased like the last wave of DLC for that game, like earlier this year or something like that. I might be misremembering things, but yeah. I'm also expecting as far as like on the gacha side, because let's see, I think was Hoyoverse. Let me check this picture one more time. I think Hoyoverse is mentioned in here. No, Kuro Games is mentioned in here. Kuro Games, which is Wuthering Waves, Level Infinite, which is Nikke. So that's more than likely going to be either, I think 2 things that they're going to announce. One is the Stellar Blade being released on PC, which is next week, actually June 11th, and then also the upcoming they did confirm an upcoming collab with Nikke. So there's going to be a Stellar Blade and Nikke collab, which that game I play Nikke. That collab is going to do numbers because that's literally the most anticipated thing that anybody talks about in that community is the Stellar Blade collab, and they're gonna make bank off that bit.
We might see Monster Hunter, the next monster, the summer update at the Summer Games Fest.
Yep. They're definitely gonna drop. They're definitely gonna drop that for sure. Yeah, I think I think that's it for me. I don't think I got anything else to add. You got something you want to add, Detro, before we wrap things up?
No, for the people who do see this, we're gonna try to get this out to y'all as fast as possible. Celebrate games. That's it. That's all. I just be positive. Celebrate the games we get. Hold studios accountable. I will never say not do that. Hold these people that's taking your money accountable, but celebrate the games that you see. Everything ain't gotta be doom posted and the world is ending if we don't get what we want. That's why me and Cam laughing about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we know out of all the stuff we said, we probably said 20 games. We probably get 1. And
right.
That's the Persona 4 joint, bro. We probably just get that, bro. And there's still a chance we don't get it. Atlas might come out and say, we know y'all been waiting for it. What's that? Persona 5. The Super Edition. Everything added from Persona 5 Royale. Plus
this
more.
This is the first banner that's dropping for Persona 5 Phantom. You guys can summon for your 5-star Joker June 26th.
Oh god. But yeah, celebrate games, nigga.
Yeah, for sure. And also I would say be on the lookout when we do our next official episode of Attack on Culture, where we will be talking. There's a lot of other stuff that's been happening in the gaming industry. I do want to do some things about like my Switch 2 impressions. Shout out to me being broke and not being able to afford it, but I'm going to be picking it up tomorrow.
We got ways, man.
right. Y'all saw them photos of the back of them trucks. I know where one of them located. Allegedly. But yeah, so do want to do Switch 2 impressions. I also want to. There's a lot of stuff with like the EA studio closures and things like that. There's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard they knew.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we could potentially talk about. That we are going to be talking about for our next official episode of Attack on Culture. So be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for other content that is dropping. Detroit's cooking up something. I ain't gonna say what it is, but he cooking up something in the background for y'all. And so definitely be on the lookout for that. And also, look out for Threes from the Ring content for all you sports nerds out there. Did y'all? Because I know like the playoff stuff is going crazy, right? So yeah, definitely we are in a crazy time for basketball. So
we will have an episode out for y'all before the finals. I'm sorry, personal things happen. We're gonna have one out today, but we will have one out before the finals. There's gonna be a lot of content thrown at y'all this June. Lock in.
Oh yeah, so much for all my gotcha degenerate nerds. This Friday, oh God, this Friday is stacked. I'm not gonna hold you. This Friday is stacked because we have the Triple Z anniversary, so expect a lot of videos on me covering that because I'm very much looking forward to that as well. So lot of stuff going on in Tweeking Media, and we want to continue to deliver quality content for y'all on a regular basis. And the way that you can help us do that for free, it only takes you like 5 seconds to do it too. Once again, you feel me? Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. All you got to do, all of that is completely free. Takes less than a minute of your time, and that helps us continue to grow and produce quality content for you all to engage in and enjoy in. So once again, lock in with us, and we appreciate y'all, and we will talk to y'all next time. God bless.
Peace out.